Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Cinemateq live stream. Today, I am going to be roasting and occasionally complimenting your Letterboxd accounts. If you would like to get in line to have your account roasted, there is a link to a Letterboxd list in the description box below. Comment on it, and eventually, weeks from now, potentially, I will be talking shit about you live on the internet or paying you a compliment. That's a little bit of a different format change I'm going to bring to today's live stream. I'm still going to be saying mean things to you because you asked me to, but if you have a truly good Letterboxd account, then I'm just gonna say so. I'm not gonna try to make up bullshit to make you feel bad about really loving Tarkovsky or something like that. It's only the truly bad ones that will receive the full brunt of my wrath, but if you've got really cool shit, I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna be honest with you, you know? So with that said, today we are doing roasts and compliments, and why don't we get into the first one? And this person desperately wanted me to roast their Letterboxd account. They even commented in the last live stream, "Hey, why didn't you roast my Letterboxd? You used it in the thumbnail. You used me, you son of a bitch." To which I say, I don't appreciate that kind of language around here, you asshole. Just kidding. They were very polite. And I guess they would have to be to get through life having what I can only describe as an artistic interpretation of their semen as their profile picture. It's a great shot. Great shot, kid, as one Han Solo might say. But then we look at the favorite films. The favorite films for Mr. JDU0014, the worst James Bond acronym you could possibly hope for. And like 3 of these favorite films are absolute bullshit and must only be here for the memes, for the fun. No one in the history of the world likes Howard the Duck, Drop Dead Fred, or Good Burger. People don't even ironically like those films. They are just hated. Actually, what are the actual scores for these films? I don't care about your review. Already your opinion is nothing to me. 2.1. That's pretty low. On Letterboxd, anything under a 2 is absolute dog shit, and that is really, really on the line. What about Drop Dead Fred? I bet this is sub 2. It's a 3? A 3? What is wrong with the people on this site? Are there serial killers that use this service? I mean, there probably are, statistically. What about Good Burger? Fuck, that's probably going to have a high one too. Oh, 3.1. The youth are truly in trouble. But I will say you do have Airplane here, which is thus far the best example of a basketball player acting in a film ever. Yes, I'm including Space Jam and Space Jam 2, and I guess John Wick 2 or 3, I can't remember which one, in that conversation. Airplane is great. Wonderful film. But I'm not done with you yet. I think your name is Jeremy. I think I saw you in the chat somewhere. I'm not done with you, Jeremy, because I got a question I need to ask you. What the fuck is this 5-star bullshit under Renfield? What were you thinking? Did you actually write what you said? Pure awesomeness and then a bunch of I heart emojis. My God. I guess you have no taste when it comes to like simple story structure and maybe how editing should be done. Like, seriously, Renfield is so bad in a number of different ways. Chief among them is the fact that if you check the credits, there's 3 editors listed. I guarantee 2 of those editors tried to turn a piece of shit film into something as good as they possibly could. The producers hated that and then brought in a 3rd editor to make it a completely different kind of film. And that's why you have these stupid little things where it's like this shitty voiceover. It's like original Blade Runner levels of voiceover. It's so bad and stupid. And then you have those little freeze frames where it's like, "Oh, I bet you wonder what's going to happen now." And it's like, no, you asshole. There are no stakes in this movie. Nothing matters. I just realized that saying that there was no stakes was a vampire pun. Go me. I'm brilliant. And overall, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Although I will say the blood effects in the film were cool. For some reason, they decided to make the blood be like really thick. Like really, really thick. And I like that. I like thick blood, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to come back over here that Jeremy, I hope you like that. For those of you who want to get treatment similar to what I just did to poor Jeremy, uh, please comment on the Letterboxd list linked in the description box below. And if you want to jump the line, please just super chat and let me know what your Letterboxd account is in the chat. Brianna, super into this and just saying, get him, dude. Catman's here. What's up? Miriam, I have not roasted you yet. I don't think I've gotten that far. Jeremy, I'm glad you liked it. You said it was hilarious. It's the best one. The first roast of the live stream is always the best one. Wait, what about Uncut Gems? I didn't see Uncut Gems anywhere. TJ, missed the last stream because I was on an actual football stadium. Oh, the game was bad, but I loved the experience. Yo, which stadium? Was it a big one? I mean, I guess they're all big. Well, some of them are big. So what you're saying is wait to watch Renfield at home. Yeah, I am saying to wait to watch Renfield at home. Kevin Garnett is a basketball player and he was on Uncut Gems. Oh, true. I see what you're saying now, Josh. But like, you know, is he better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? No, he's not. And Kevin Garnett's just being himself in that. He's not. Oh wait, is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just playing himself in Airplane? I don't remember. I haven't seen you roast anyone yet, so I love seeing this side of you. It was always here. I was always silently judging people and and talking shit about them in my head. That's not true. I'm a nice person. It was my local team's name is Couto Pereira. 31,000 people were at that game. Holy shit. That's awesome. All right, so who do we got next? Oh man, it's so wonderful when you click on someone's profile and you just know exactly what you're going in on, like right off the bat. So why bury the lead? Why bury the lead? Why don't we just flip on over and take a look at Seven Kemble's Letterboxd account? And right off the bat, I would like to warn all of the women in the audience to stay the fuck away from this person because they have American Psycho as their #1 film, as you can clearly see by this Jason Bateman, Patrick Bateman, whoever the fuck his name is, all up top in the banner. Absolutely ridiculous. And you look like you're over the age of 18, so I have no problem bringing up your full profile on the internet because let's be honest, you did this to yourself, and you are in a costume for Clockwork Orange, a film that is notorious for a very graphic rape scene against a woman. So, weird things that you're putting together here, Seven. Weird things indeed. And then, of course, you do have Clockwork Orange as your #2 film, Drive at #3, and Perks of Being a Wallflower at 4? No way. You've reviewed it 3 times? What? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. You saw this film 3 times in the span of a week? Were you just like really bored? Masturbation is an option, man. Maybe masturbation was the option. I don't know what this says. The ending gives me chills every time. Such a great movie. Yes again. Ooh, maybe this is masturbation right there. The yes again? Yeah. I could see it. Well, let's stop talking about that. What else do we have going on in this particular profile? The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting a 4-star on a rewatch? I'm not going to argue with it. Although there is a part in that movie where you can clearly see the teeth of the actual actor, and it's terrifying. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. It's like when that stormtrooper hits their head in Star Wars 4, which is actually Star Wars 1. I fucking hate George Lucas. Yeah, once you see that photo of the teeth, actually, fuck it. I'll just show it to you guys right now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles teeth. I'm sure it'll be the first thing that comes up. Yep, there it is. Nightmare fuel, baby. Oh, come on. What is this bullshit? I'm not going to disable ads. I want to see a picture of weird teeth stuff. God, the amount of... Look at that. Can I zoom in? Will Twitter allow me to zoom in? Enhance. No, it just gets smaller because I guess that's what Elon Musk is all about. But yeah, there you go. Nice little human teeth right there. And you can even see the person's eyes, I think, which is also strange. And then there are the the teeth of the Ninja Turtle. Oh God, I really hope I've ruined this film for you. It didn't ruin it for me, but there is a chance that I did ruin it for you. And maybe I'm sorry, but I'm definitely not. Does that knock a star off, 7? You can let me know in the chat. What else do we got here? I'm gonna take a look at some of the films that you've like actually watched. See if there's anything ridiculous. See if there's anything insane that we can comment on. What are your thoughts on the Scooby-Doo live action films? I've never actually seen them. Weirdly enough, you think I'd be into that because I am all about the Freddie Prinze Jr. Matthew Lillard bromance. Like, I unironically love Wing Commander, even though I know it's not a good movie. And if you ever want to roast me in the comments, that's definitely something you can do. Also, something you can do while I remember how to do this is like this live stream. Please do it now. Hey, Tess is here. What's up, Tess? Okay. So, Seven's ratings. Lowest first. Let's see if there's any bullshit in here. Oh, gotta turn that off. Fade watched films. Okay. So, wait. You put a Star Wars with a half star? Which one? Oh, Rise of Skywalker. That's good. That's a good one. Although Birds of Prey getting a half star, that's iffy. That's iffy. I actually like Birds of Prey. It looks like Rob Zombie's Halloween gets a half star. It's a little low. It's a little much. Yo, Jordan Peele's Us with 1 star? No, hold the fuck on. The original Nightmare on Elm Street. 1 star? Oh, wait. What did I just click on? Beneath? Who the fuck cares about Beneath? What is this? What is this? 1 star for one of the most iconic horror films of all time? All time? No. This film is like 3 stars for just the Johnny Depp death scene. It is 3 stars on that alone. And yeah, I can see you saying you like New Nightmare better. That's cool. That's fine. But a 1 star for a classic? Hell no. I disagree. What the fuck, dude? 1 star for They Live? The John Carpenter classic? I have scenes from this in the opening to this live stream where Roddy Piper says that thing about chewing bubble gum and kicking ass and he's all out of bubble gum or something like that. Oh. And like, to put this in a comparison with all of the other things here that you have given like a 1 star, like They Live is a 1 star, and also Thor Love and Thunder is a 1 star. They Live and Thor Love and Thunder are the exact same rating to you. I'm not saying you need to check into a hospital to get your head checked, but I'm also not saying that. And hey, you got Scoob here, 1.5. People were just talking about Scooby-Doo. That's cool. That's nice. That's a nice cycle. It's a nice circle. We're doing circle stuff. Okay. What about at the top end? They Live is kind of boring. Oh man. Well, at least you had the good sense to give The Thing 5 stars. At least you're not a John Carpenter hater, because that does not fly around here. The only John Carpenter film you're allowed to make fun of is Ghosts of Mars, and even then, I will still defend that movie. Ice Cube yelling out, "Come on, you zombie motherfuckers," or something like that. Well, and then he just like starts shooting people on the surface of Mars. It's pure cinema. It's pure cinema. Okay, what can we see here with a 5 star that's ridiculous and bad? Something that I'd argue with. Yo, Star Wars Episode 3, 5 stars? No shot. The entire prequel series is absolute trash. What else we got going on here? You really put a lot of work into your custom thumbnails or your custom posters. I'll give you that. What? 5 stars for The Greatest Showman. Like, no. What is this biome Star Wars thing? Why am I fixating on Star Wars also? Child's Play 2 at 5 stars. This really speaks to why I don't give ratings on Letterboxd, because like Child's Play 2 and Parasite both being 5-star films, just like it doesn't make any fucking sense to me, you know? TJ, your generation is too hateful on the prequels. Yeah, because we saw that shit in theaters and it was trash. You all got to watch it for funsies on DVD. And like, yeah, I am kind of old. I'm closer to 40 than I am to 18. Prequels are trash. Brianna agrees. That's all we need to say about it. Yeah. All right. There's certainly some things in here that I would agree with are 5 star. I'm not going to hate on you anymore, 7. Also, if your real name is 7, that's kind of cool. But you are missing like a very obvious opportunity to have the movie 7 in your favorite films. That could be fun. That could be a fun thing to do. Don't mind my most recent. Why not? Why wouldn't I mind your most recent? Prequel trilogy greater than sequel trilogy. I would say, here, I'm going to flip back to this. I will say this. I think that The Last Jedi, and we'll call it a hot take because I know there's some people out there who don't have very good taste. I will say that The Last Jedi is better than all of the prequel films. However, the prequel films are certainly more consistent than the sequel films. That's about the most I will give in that argument, in that debate, in that discussion. If you disagree, get in the chat and call me an asshole. It's all engagement to me. Speaking of that, oh, we just got a Cynical Dane who subscribed. Well done. Well done. Thank you for joining. Is that actually a hot take? That The Last Jedi is better than every prequel trilogy film? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, a couple of these I'm going to need some help with. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So I'm just going through this list, but I think there's some people here who jumped the line last time by paying for a super chat. So like Tom Joy, we did him last week, right? Can someone give me a yay or nay in the chat? Also, I kind of love how they watched House and then immediately goes into their favorite films. Last Jedi and Rogue One are the best Disney Star Wars movies. I mean, yeah, Rogue One certainly, especially the last like 45 minutes of it, are impeccable. Last Jedi was well directed, but it was kind of poorly written. Weird that it was done by the same person. I'm biased because I like Rian Johnson a lot. Yeah, for sure. Everyone forgets that the Force Awakens was like kind of fun. Force Awakens is fine. Yeah, I understand it as a palate cleanser, and I feel like people would look back on it with more, would look on it more lovingly if the sort of reset that they did with that actually led to something that was good. But because it doesn't really stand on its own and it kind of is taking all of the best bits from from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, it's kind of just always going to be seen as a kind of copycat film, despite the fact that it was kind of fun. TFA was fun at the time, but in retrospect, it's copy-paste of A New Hope. Yeah. Exactly what I just said. Also, someone said something up here about LOL TJ, I saw Rob Zombie's Halloween with you in the theater. Wait, did we really? Really? I guess it came out when we were in university, right? Yeah, 2007. Holy shit, you have a way better memory than I do. Was I plastered? I might have been. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Tom Joy, I've roasted him already. I'm pretty sure I have. Yes, we went with Casey and a bunch of other people. I wanted to walk out. Yes, we were all drunk. Nice. Good for us. Now I actually believe you, because that is very much something that I would do in university. All I can add to the Star Wars stuff is that I hate the whole Leia using the Force in space to not die. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. And honestly, I think if I think probably what they should have done with the Force, or with hold on, I'm gonna go back to this. If we're gonna have a Star Wars talk, a Last Jedi talk, I'm gonna talk right to you boldly and with nothing else on screen, so you have to look at my face. In The Last Jedi, I think that if they were able to do it, don't know if they would have been able to do this, but I think that it would have made a lot more sense if after Carrie Fisher died, they had Leia either just like fully die at that moment and not come back and have that be a kind of narrative or even a tonal cue to the film that this movie is not going to fuck around. I think that would have perhaps been a better thing to do. And then that final moment, maybe you could have had what's his name, Oscar Isaac and Laura Dern. They would have been the ones discussing like who was going to stay behind and pilot the ship and do the warp speed maneuver, the holdover maneuver. And that you could have had a moment there with Oscar Isaac's character where he's like trying to redeem himself for the mistake that he made early. And it's like another lesson in leadership that he learns. And then he's able to like go away. And he's sort of this like new leader of the resistance, while, you know, Rey is also there as sort of like the Jedi, and the three of them form like a triumvirate that kind of like jointly leads the resistance, which, you know, doesn't happen in The Rise of Skywalker because I guess they're all bickering for some fucking reason. But yeah, I think that I kind of wish that The Last Jedi. That's something that I would enjoy more if they change that in The Last Jedi. That's my take on that. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna pretend. I mean, I'm pretty sure I roasted Tom Joy before, so let's look at this person. All right. I was so excited after the Force Awakens with reading all the theories on Reddit and Twitter, and then we got what we got. See, that's one of the problems with the discourse around The Last Jedi is that people largely are just upset that they didn't get what they thought that they were going to get. But you should never go into a film expecting it to appease specifically you or the random people on the internet. I actually had an opposite experience with The Last Jedi. I thought Snoke was going to die. It was pretty clear to me in The Force Awakens that he was not going to be the big bad guy of the whole thing. That was going to be Kylo Ren. And so when Snoke is killed by Kylo Ren, I was like, yeah, see, told you, I got it. So, but you know, if that hadn't happened, I still would have been like, okay, that's the movie. That's the story it wants to tell. Great. My expectations mean nothing in comparison to what the actual director and writer, what story they wanted to tell. Maybe you didn't like the story, but if that's only going to be because it didn't meet your expectations, that's a shitty reason to not like a movie. And if you've only seen The Last Jedi once, I would encourage you to go back and rewatch it because there is some very good filmmaking in it. So even if you do not like the film itself and the story that it tells, I think that if you compare the filmmaking at play in that film compared to both of the J.J. Abrams films, you will see that, like, I think that it's kind of obvious that The Last Jedi is the better directed of the films. It would be nice to know who the hell Snoke was or something. He was just an evil guy. I mean, that's just kind of the way that Star Wars movies are being made nowadays. They set up characters so that they can sell comic book series about them. I'm sure that Snoke has been explored in, like, some kind of novelization. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but that's just kind of, you know, one of these offshoots, one of these downsides of the corporatization and synergistic ways that movies are now made. Oh, he has. See? Told you. Sometimes I post theories about the next Ghostface just for funsies. Yeah, if it's for fun, do it. Why not? Favorite Disney movie? David Lynch's A Straight Story. Okay, let's roast someone. And a couple of horror people right in a row, although this one, not so much. All right. Deleener Big Wiener. I could roast you, or I could just congratulate your parents on naming you the worst thing in the world. I understand that's not actually your name, but I'm going to pretend that it is. And the first thing that I'm going to say about this particular profile is that you reference both the fact that you're a horror fan and Evil Dead 2 when you say groovy, and yet I do not see any Evil Dead films in your favorite films. This kind of feels to me like some kind of horror movie, Stolen Valor type thing. You're trying to let us know that you're really into horror movies and that you've seen the really underground stuff like, you know, Evil Dead 2. And then you come up with Scarface, Joker, Whiplash, and Rocky 3. I'm trying to find a connection between these films, and when I saw Scarface and Whiplash, I was like, oh, maybe he thinks that stuff on the drum is cocaine, and that's meant to be the theme here. Maybe there's cocaine in Rocky 3. Maybe people do cocaine in Joker. But no, I don't think that's it. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. All I can say, beyond, like, why the fuck is Joker here? It's a great performance, but come on. No. And actually, Eli, you're kind of right. This is... Okay. You could very easily look at this and say, oh, it's a film bro profile. Look at this film bro. He's probably really into Quentin Tarantino movies. And, like, yeah, I can see it. The fact that Whiplash and Joker are here, and, like, you know, everyone when I went to university had a Scarface poster in their room. I didn't, because I was cool. I had an Apocalypse Now poster because I was all about getting bitches in university. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Rocky 3 is here. Rocky 3. I have a feeling that if Rocky 5 didn't exist, this would be the worst Rocky movie. Right? Right? And I'm not including the Creed films in that. But this would be the worst Rocky film, right? If Rocky 5 didn't exist? So this just seems weird. It just seems weird to me that, like, this is here. And apparently it's the best Rocky film, according to Deleener Big Wiener. I've learned in my life not to argue with big wieners, so maybe I'll just leave that one alone. All right, let's see what else they got going on in here. They thought Date Night is so fucking funny. Interesting. 3-star review for Rocky 4. Fucking Russians. That was quite jarring. The hell does that mean? Is there something about Super Mario in jars that I don't understand? Is this a Jar Jar Binks reference of some kind? Man, I don't know. I just don't know what people think anymore. Also, this is kind of fun. For those of you asking if I can do you next, Bowser got in the jar. What jar? I watched that movie like 5 days ago. Oh, right. Yeah, no, Bowser does get put in a jar at the end. That's a terrible pun. That's a real bad pun, Mr. Big Wiener. You should be real sad about that. Jarring is UK slang for annoying. Oh, is this person from the UK though? We have no way of knowing. They didn't tell us where they're from. But yeah, if you want to jump the queue to get roasted, you're going to have to do what Preston did and get in the super chat. So Preston, if you do want to get roasted, please let me know what your Letterboxd account name is in the chat. Please and thank you. I'm I'm getting the feeling that Mr. Big Wiener here, and I'm going to only refer to them as Mr. Big Wiener from now on, which is, I'm sure, exactly what they want. I have a feeling that they've got like some bad things in their lowest first. Like there's probably some classic films in here. Oh, look at that. Is that Rise of Skywalker though? Okay, that is Rise of Skywalker. Nice. Yeah, there's a stupid one right off the bat. 1 star for Tick Tick Boom. Get out of here. That's like one of the best musicals of the last 5 years. And I like musicals. So that wasn't an insult, sort of. But it also looks like you haven't really given a lot of ratings here. 2.5 stars for Babylon is just the peak of stupidity, to be perfectly honest with you. That movie is either 5 stars or a half star. I will not accept any other rating. Babylon is anything other than like a 5 out of 10 film. You either hate it or you love it. There's no way that that's just like a 5 out of 10. No. Ooh, Pratik, you're doing something interesting with the super chats. I like it. All right, let me just finish off. Never in my life have I ever said this sentence before. Let me just finish off the Big Wiener, and then we'll continue. Oh, dude, Joe Rogan specials, top 5 stars. What in the fuck? No. No. I mean, actually, there's a lot of 5-star comedy specials up here. We got what? Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, I think is his name. I don't really do anything with comedy. I don't like to laugh. I'm not a funny person, so I don't really do stand-up. But I'm pretty sure that these are some of the worst ones. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just going to take a wild guess. These are some of the worst comedy specials that have ever been done. I can only imagine that someone in the future is going to see me saying that, and immediately they're going to go into the comments and they're going to be like, I bet this soy boy really likes Amy Schumer. And like, no, her comedy specials are also dog shit. I'm a man of taste. So checkmate, future asshole. I guess that's all I want to do here. Paul Blart is 5, is incredibly base though. Fuck, really? Is that here? Oh my God. No, I think someone referred to this person as a film bro, and it's like, yeah, I'm kind of getting that vibe. Although, would any self-respecting film bro give 5 stars to Get Hard, the movie where Kevin Hart teaches Will Ferrell how to survive in prison? I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. All right. Sorry, Josephine, I will say you are in the queue and you're not that far away. But I'm going to come back over here because I need to set up, first of all, Preston. Where'd Preston go? Okay, Preston Green. Nice. So I got to do Preston because they paid first. And then Pratik, with their donation, thank you very much for that, wants me to roast the Oscar Expert and Film Drunk, 2 YouTube channels that are way bigger than mine. So I guess you want beef. I guess you want drama. And normally I would say we don't want no drama around here, but You paid for it, so you're going to get what you pay for. But first, we're going to do Preston. First, we're going to do Preston Green. I ain't got no beef. I'm vegan, baby. All right. Oh, this is someone different than I thought it was. There's someone else in the Cinemateq community named Preston, but I guess they have a different... name here on YouTube. By the way, if you want to have like better conversations about films with me or anyone else, just at all, you can join the Cinemateq Discord. Link for that in the description box below. All right. So now we're gonna look at Preston Green, and I don't know if this is a photo of them. In fact, I think not. I can't tell. If you guys had to guess, did Preston just get kicked in the nuts, or did the person that he has been dating for 2 weeks just tell him that she's pregnant? What do you see here? One or the other. It's only those two options. There are no other options. I think he got kicked in the nuts after being told by his girlfriend of 2 weeks that she's pregnant. Anyways, what do we have here in the favorite films? All right. We've got The Thing. And I know you paid for a roast, but I am not going to say a bad word about The Thing ever in my life. Fantastic film. Knights of Cabiria. That is just not something that I expect to see in anyone's top 4. And it looks like you watched it over a year ago, so you've actually had time for that to simmer. What did you actually say about it? Cabiria is one of the most fascinating characters I've ever seen witnessed on screen. Really? She's just so energetic and full of life. And to be able to watch this in a theater, unbelievable, man. That 4K restoration was looking clean. Huh. You sound like someone I might be able to hang out with. Although you're in Los Angeles, which probably means you're a jerk. And then we also have what here? La Luna, a 7-minute short film in your top 4 features or your top 4 films. Yeah, I don't know about that. And also Turning Red in your top 4, like I understand that you're probably trying to get in my good graces by including a film from Toronto, since that's where I currently live. And I really identify with the story of Turning Red, mostly because I have turned into a red panda before. It was only, like, I was actually someone who had, like, black hair when I was growing up. But then I hit puberty, turned into a red panda, and then when I was able to do the things in Turning Red that allow you to not be a red panda anymore, I can't remember exactly what it was, my hair stayed this color. So I haven't actually been a ginger for my entire life. Also, I'm able to identify with Turning Red because I have in the past desperately wanted to go to a concert at Skydome, which is what it's really called, fuck the Rogers Center, and was not allowed to by my parents. So yeah, lots about Turning Red that I identify with. What else we got going on here? What can I say bad things about? Because there's not really anything here that's jumping out at me and being like, oh, this person is like terrible and maybe a Nazi. You know, there's no Nazi vibes here. So what am I supposed to do? You know, you give it 3 stars to The Menu, 3.5 stars to Glass Onion. Like, yeah, I think 2.5 stars for Spirited is a bit too much, but I'm not going to call you an asshole because of it. You are an asshole because you live in Los Angeles, though. I want to be very clear about that fact. There are only assholes in Los Angeles, and you are one of them. But what's going on here with the rest of this? No rating for Jackass Forever. I'm going to take that into the negative and ask you why, oh why, do you not love just a bunch of people getting together, a bunch of friends, just hanging out, playing pranks on each other, and getting paid lots of money doing it? It's the American dream, Preston. I had to look up and see what your name was because I forgot for a split second. I'm so sorry. What else is going on here? Also, I kind of hate this. Like, don't rate fucking TV shows on Letterboxd. And I know I say that as someone who probably has like clicked watch on Twin Peaks or whatever, but just don't do it. Don't do it. No one thinks that Obi-Wan Kenobi is a 282-minute film. It ain't. It ain't that. It was released episodically. The only thing that I will allow that for, and this probably comes as no surprise, is the 3rd season of Twin Peaks, because David Lynch actually wanted it to be an 18-hour ass-long film. And then he just had to split it up into 18 parts because the TV network was like, we can't release an 18-hour film. That's my impression of a Showtime executive. But yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of like things that I hate in this. So I will find something that I hate. Okay, there we go. Freddy Got Fingered, 5 stars. Freddy Got Fingered and Vertigo, both perfect movies according to Preston, everybody. Should I start the fire to burn them at the stake? Or do you want to? This is how we build community involvement and community engagement. We all burn people at the stake together. Also, don't bully people. Don't bully people. No, Brent, I do not want to know if Daddy would like some sausage. I do appreciate, though, how you don't have like a lot of 5-star films up here. Like, it's very few. It's very few. But now I'm going to do some comparisons and call you out on them. Like Apocalypse Now being just as good as Top Gun Maverick. Bullshit. Bullshit. Apocalypse Now, one of the best films ever made. It runs circles around Top Gun Maverick. And I'm not going to elaborate on that any further. Also kind of wild that, like, Knights of Cabiria is right here, and you gave it 4.5 stars. Why not any of these other 5-star films in your top 4, right? Like, why isn't Freddy Got Fingered in your top 4? That's weird. That's a weird thing. Same thing with The Thing. Like, The Thing is also 4.5 stars. Any horror recs? I don't want to do a Saw marathon again. I did put some horror recommendations in the Cinemateq Discord if you want to check that out, Anna. I don't know if you have Discord or not. Otherwise, everyone who's in the chat, throw out some suggestions for horror films. Also, yeah, I think this is the Aladdin. No, that's the original Aladdin. Don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. Don't worry. Preston is safe. Preston is gonna be okay. Yeah, few, no doubt. Phenomena? Yeah, Dario Argento, baby. Any Dario Argento film like pre-1995 is good to watch. After that, I think they get kind of bad. All right, let's get over here because I think there was some more stuff in chat. There you go, Preston. I hope you got your $1 worth out of that. Honestly, it was a mostly good profile, so not much for me to do. Oh yeah, now I got to set up Pratik's requests. My God. You guys are trying to get me in trouble. I know it. Well, Pratik is trying to get me in trouble. Okay, so The Film Drunk, I guess. Am I going to be able to find it by just doing that? Suspiria is good. Suspiria is good. Top 4 is favorite of the month, LOL. Oh, okay. Well, you should say that so I can roast you for being fickle. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes, guys. Y'all, I'm going to have to put such a disclaimer on this because if Film Drunk ever sees it, he's going to never talk to me, which is, you know, the same as our current relationship, but still. And then the Oscar experts. Fuck. I think the Film Drunk actually put out a video that relates to his current top 4 on Letterboxd. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is less fun. This is less funny. Okay. Zombie 2. Do you want to talk to him? I think Film Drunk is a pretty cool guy, honestly. I think out of all of the creators who like concentrate on doing Oscar predictions, he's like he's my favorite. He's my favorite. And I guess I'm only really comparing him to like Oscar experts. So yeah. They're all good though. Film creators are a good bunch for the most part, except for the Quartering, who could like, I mean, he could eat my asshole if I ever let him that close to me, but I don't want him to. Fulci be cool. Yeah, Zombie 2 is good. You got to be careful with Fulci though, because sometimes his movies are just like not good. And you're expecting them to be like really good because it's Fulci, but then you're just like, oh, there's not much going on here. All right. So, let's make Pratik's wish come true. The Film Drunk. Now, those of you know that if you are a patron of Letterboxd, that the number one film in your favorites is the banner. And so obviously the Film Drunk has put the SpongeBob movie right at the very top. But what else does he have in his top 4? Oh, it's just all of the SpongeBob movies. Rather, the same SpongeBob movie. What in the fuck am I even supposed to do with this? Should I roast him individually 4 times for having SpongeBob here? What? I don't even know. I don't even know. I haven't seen this movie. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Marry him, you want to marry him? Well, he live streams sometimes. You can get in the chat and propose if you want. That should have been the thumbnail. I didn't know this was going to be here. And also, for those of you who were wondering, the thumbnail, I kind of cheated for it this time around. It's not someone in the list. I actually just changed my top 4 to that very quickly and then changed it back. The perfect list. Man, I know he's just playing this for a meme though, because like if you go to his channel, why don't we just watch it? It's actually a cool video. He does a version of, wait, does he still have it up? Yeah. He did a video that's meant to like be the same as those Letterboxd videos where like someone from Letterboxd asks a famous person on the spot what their top 4 is. So he did this.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
Wait, hold on. Let me turn desktop audio on first. So yeah, he did this, which I thought was pretty funny.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. Let me think here. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. 1, I think that's the greatest movie of all time. You let me know of a sequence that's better than the Goofy Goober sequence. Let you know. It's emotional. It's impactful. It's action-packed. That's got to be 1. Sing 2.
What the fuck is a Goofy Goober?
The third act alone is the reason why it's on there. Great message. Chasing your dreams. I love a little found family, you know. Very good. Love that one. Next has got to be Storks. Storks, completely emotional. It broke me down. Great movie about parenthood and those who are unwanted. I could really cry just thinking about it right now. And then I gotta go with Mother for the last one.
It's so good. And like it's an interesting like format, right? Like I could very easily make the exact same type of video, although I think, is he using, okay, I know. This is just an image he put in here. I could do the same thing. Yeah, of course he's memeing. No doubt. But like I kind of want to do the same thing and include something like the Transformers animated film from 1986 and then do that same kind of thing and then at the very end just be like Cannibal Holocaust is my 4th film and then bam, quick ending, you know? So yeah, I appreciate what he's doing here. I wonder if we can find anything to be actually angry with though. Like he only gave Beau's Afraid 3 stars, but I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say anything about that. He's on that level of YouTuber where he actually gets invited to advanced screenings. I'm not at that point yet, and since I don't do reviews, I probably never will be. Unless somehow my Letterboxd account gets like 1 million followers and I become the influencer. But what else do we got going on here? Anything that jumps out as being ridiculously bad. He rated Knock at the Cabin higher than I did. But he gave 65 the correct rating. He gave Plane the correct rating. He gave Babylon the correct rating. Or one of the correct ratings, I will say. There's got to be something. I can roast here. Right? What else is he giving a 5-star to? Logan? A little bit high. The original Scream? A little bit high. A lot of Interstellar? A little bit high. The way we all came together to sing Goofy Goober in chat is incredible. Oh my god. Is that actually what happened? Yeah, I know I'm embarrassing myself. That's what I do. That's why people watch this channel. They're just waiting for the next fuck up. Yeah, what else? I don't know. I'm not La La Land with 5 stars? No way, dude. He's just young. He'll get over it. That's the best I can do. I think 5 stars for Scream is high. I do think 5 stars for the original Scream is too high. I think that's a film that largely benefited from being like, you know, a 3.5 to a 4-star film that also was a cultural phenomenon. If that also didn't happen, then we would probably say it's like a 3.5, 4-star. And I think it is a 3.5 to 4-star film. It's good. I really enjoy that film, but I don't think it's a 5-star movie. It's certainly like highly influential, but once again, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's a 5-star film. What do we got going on here though in half-star? These seem to be all pretty much what you would expect. Yeah, these are mostly just movies that are widely considered to be bad. You know, you got Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Shyamalan film, Cats, Dragon Ball Evolution, which is funny and hilarious, I will say. Catwoman, superhero movie, The Bye Bye Man, God, I talked about The Bye Bye Man on the last live stream. What a ridiculously bad film. I can't make him cry. He's not wrong. This is why I think I could hang out with him and have good film conversations, because like a lot of this is stuff that I would agree with. Although he does see a lot of bad movies. Like he sees more bad movies than I do. I don't know if that's a flex or not, but it seems like he's more open to watching like bad shit. Like stuff that you know is bad, right? Like he saw Tall Girl and gave it a half star. He then went back and saw Tall Girl 2 and gave it a half star. Like, if this were me, I would watch Tall Girl 1, which I haven't. I watched Cosmonaut Variety Hour, Mark, who I would also like to hang out with. And I saw his like YouTube video about Tall Girl, and then I thought, okay, now I don't even need to watch it. And then you just go back and watch Tall Girl 2. I have not seen Man Thing. And I know that hate watching is a thing, but like, we only have so much time on this earth, you know? And I would rather spend my time love watching than hate watching. All right, and I think that's all I can do with Film Drunk. Like, he seems to be pretty much on the level. He needs to be doing good stuff. So why don't we click on over to the Oscar expert and see what's going on here? And like right off the bat, way less entertaining. Way less entertaining than the Film Drunk's Letterboxd account. He's got Arrival, Tree of Life, Synecdoche, New York, and Marriage Story. 4 American films that largely just scream, hey, I desperately want to sound and be a pretentious prick. And for those of you who are going to clip this and send it to him, also clip this part now where I'm saying this is all in good fun. But yeah, like the fact that all of these movies are made within the last 10 years, it's kind of just like giving me this vibe like, oh, I really started liking film 5 years ago, and I haven't really gone that far back in time yet. And of course I'm saying this as someone who is jealous of the Oscar expert because they have like 30 or 40K subs. Definitely not something that I can compare to. Ooh, they gave Beau is Afraid 4.5 stars. Maybe they've got beef with Film Drunk about it. Although those are pretty close. Pretty close ratings, if we're going to be honest. Okay, TJ, run it on Gary Aguas. Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is. But yeah, I don't know. This is another one where I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of just boring. You know? It's kind of just a boring account. Is there any sort of like ridiculous opinions that they have? They've already seen Past Lives. Goddamn YouTubers who get invited to advanced screenings. I hate them. I hate them all. What do we got here? Are there a lot of films with 5 stars? Ooh, yeah, there kind of are. Ad Astra as a 5-star is bold. I'm not going to say I disagree. Well, I do disagree, but it is bold. Also, Mother is a 5-star, which I haven't seen. Still bold, though, because I know that's a very divisive film. Annihilation with 5 stars. They probably didn't read the book. That's what I'm going to chalk that up to. Portrait of a Lady on Fire with 5 stars is absolutely true. Once again, La La Land with 5 stars. I don't get people giving La La Land 5 stars. Like, it just... Bleh. Blind Spotting with 5 stars. That's not one you often see with 5 stars. Also, hold on. Outside of Parasite, are there any non-English language films that got 5 stars? Wait, are there any 5-star films released from like over 5-6 years ago? When did 8th Grade come out? Are there any 5-star films here that were made outside of the 21st century? Because I think that is especially telling. Maybe they don't rank. All the films they watch, but like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, 5 stars. All right, but yeah, no, I think this is kind of telling that there are no films here that were made outside the 21st century that have 5 stars. I think that really speaks to their taste. Or the fact that they don't really watch older films, which I'm sure they must. How could you be Oscar experts and then not give a shit about films made in the 20th century or even the 19th century? Mummy is technically foreign. Yeah, it's a Canadian film. Also, happy Canadian National Film Day, everybody. But like, I don't know. Ooh, we got another request for a roasting coming in from Robbie McGovern. All right, you're next up. And then what else we got going on in here? Is there any like? Wait, they gave The Tribe 1.5 stars. This is like a beloved movie. I fucking love that Akira thing, man. God, I'm so good at live streaming. I'll admit, obviously I haven't seen The Tribe and I shouldn't be talking too much shit about it, but that's like a well-beloved film. Like, you just saw it had a 3.5. Oh my god. We have another super chat coming from Campman. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your support for the channel and your masochism, because I'm gonna put a fucking spike right through your body and put you on a spit and turn you real slow while I roast you. All right. Yeah, I just feel like these guys don't watch a lot of like, based on this, I don't think they watch a lot of stuff, or maybe they're not very active on here. They only have 520 films logged, which is strange. I don't know. Maybe they haven't gone back and like recorded the films that they've seen. I don't know. This is just weird for me. This just seems off. I don't know. It just seems off. I'm not going to really do anything more than that. I know they're good content creators and I don't want to be too harsh on them, but yeah, just weird. It's a little weird. All right. So then what else? What else do we have going on here in my chat? Thank you so much once again to Robbie and Campman for the donations. So yeah, you're next. You're up. Well, Campman, you're on deck. Robbie, the fire is coming for you right now. Oh no. Oh no. Someone who's only seen 274 films. This should be nuanced. Okay. I mean, I see things that I want to say. Things that I could very easily point to. Maybe I will. Yeah, why not? Really, I'm just stalling so I can get my first insults all queued up. Where is Vince 2K in the queue? Vince, you are at the very end of today's queue. So maybe we get to you, maybe we don't. If not, you'll certainly be on next week's roster. All right, so let's take a look at really Robbie, who I am just now going to call Robbie. And the first thing up is Basketball Diaries, and I don't care about that at all, because the thing that I really want to focus on here, and Robbie, I am going to assume this is not actually true, but the thing that you got in your top 4 that I find the most interesting is American History X. And I'm going to get into why I think that's interesting. For one, I don't really know if a film wherein someone has to put their teeth on a curb and then has their teeth stomped out, like, I don't know if that could ever be in someone's favorite film. I understand from the standpoint of like, oh, this film is like really good at addressing racism and where racism comes from within the family and how someone can escape white supremacy. Like, that's all cool. But then, Robbie, I noticed here in your recent activity, you have a film called Made in Britain, which features Tim Roth as someone who looks very much like a skinhead in this poster, Robbie. So I don't want to say there's a theme here, but Robbie, is there a theme here? Is there something you would like to admit to in the chat? Oh, also, you gave Midnight on the Orient Express, the new one, 3 stars, which is way too high. Also, what is this? What is this one? Oslo, August 31st. Oh, this is a Joaquin Trier film, right? Yeah, the guy who directed Worst Person in the World. All right. Bet there's a lot of white people in this film, though, Robbie. Bet there's a lot of white people in this Norwegian film, Robbie. What's going on there? Huh? What's going on there? I'm kidding. I don't think you're a white supremacist. I think I'm fairly leftist enough that I don't think anyone would ever assume that I would tolerate that kind of shit in my community. So I'm just joking with you, giving you the roast. But that is something that just kind of stood out. I know this is sort of like Probably just bad timing. If I had roasted you last week, this probably wouldn't even be here. But it was just like, oh, I gotta say something about the fact that there's just two very visible neo-Nazis right there. But then what else you got? What else you got like going on here in your thing, in your whatever? Half star for Thor Love and Thunder. There you go. Ooh, 2 stars for Bullet Train. Way too low. I disagree with that. But is there anything that stands out weird? Oh my God, you guys. Star Wars Episode 3, 5 star is always a bad opinion. Say it with me now. Everyone clap at home. Star Wars Episode 3 getting 5 stars is always a bad opinion. Always, always, always. It is a 3-star at best. And that is being absolutely, wildly charitable. Ugh. Fuck that movie. Fuck the prequels. They're bad. They're bad films. The best prequel film is Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones is dog shit, and Episode 3 is elevated dog shit. That's it. That volcano fight, though. Oh, you mean the thing where they stood in front of green screens and there's really bad CGI for like 30 minutes and then someone says something about the high ground even though they're fucking space wizards with laser swords? Yeah, I guess. The prequels would have been better as musicals. I mean, Brianna, I'm not going to fight you on that. That's absolutely true. I would have loved to have seen the musical versions of those films. And then they can be bad, but in a kitschy kind of way. And that's fun. The drama in the fight. But like, what drama? We know what happens. You mean really bad CGI for over 2 hours? Yeah. Yeah. I will never forgive the CGI. I can't remember if it's in Attack of the Clones or in Episode 3. But there's just like this shot where they go into an elevator and the elevator is CGI. And like, look at that CGI. Just look at it. Next time you're watching one of these films, just go back and look at that CGI. And tell me that they couldn't have paid like $2,000 for a couple of carpenters to come in and build a fucking elevator that would look monumentally better than the CGI nonsense that they put into the movie. It's just so frustrating. So very frustrating with the Star Wars prequels to know that George Lucas went from, hey, let's do everything practical and it looks awesome, to doing everything with shitty CGI. After he went back and redid the original 3 films with additional CGI because he thought he was going to make them look better, and in the process of doing that, ruining the original negatives of the films. There is so many bad things about the prequel trilogy, and I should probably just move on to it. I'm gonna have an aneurysm on live stream, and if I'm ever gonna get on live stream fail on Reddit, I don't want it to be for just dying. So let's just see if there's anything here in Robbie's lowest first that I can say bad things about. That better be Rise of Skywalker. I need to stop talking about Star Wars. That just makes me angry. I just need to sit here and meditate for a second and just think about Ewoks and how much fun they have living in trees. Yeah, that's better. I feel better now. Did you know that Ewoks were supposed to be Wookiees? But then they thought that would be kind of hard to do, so they just made them really small instead. They're so cute. Okay. What else we got going on in here? Not anything that I'm really going to disagree with, I think. I mean, Captain Marvel as a 1-star is absolute nonsense. It's a much better film than 1 star. And I will die on this hill. One of the better MCU films. You can fight me if you want. And to say that Captain Marvel and Thor Love and Thunder are in any way like close to one another in terms of quality is silly. The fact that Captain Marvel has a ginger cat in it that can just fucking eat people, that's 2.5 stars on its own. So yeah, I disagree with that. Also putting Rogue One on the same level as Episode 1 and 2, that's just not true. That's just not true. Rogue One is a far superior film than all of this stuff. Also, were you on like a Star Wars kick? Or no, I guess this is alphabetical? I don't know. I suppose it doesn't matter. Look, you also have a bit, well, you're not hating on it. Oh, wait. Original Batman 2-star? If Tim Burton was dead, he'd be rolling over in his grave looking at that. The aesthetics in Batman alone, my God, it looks so good. This dude just hates comic book movies, it seems. 2 stars for 89 Batman. Come on. I mean, we're in agreement there. Zombies ate my arm. I hope you're feeling better, by the way. And if you're feeling better, make sure to throw a like on this live stream. I would appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm. More people will have the live stream suggested to them. More people can get their shit roasted, which I'm sure a lot of people want to do. Winter Soldier 2 stars, bruh. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the MCU in general. If you've been here long enough, you will know that about me. But I think Winter Soldier, even though I find it to be like a little bit boring, I think is like a much better made film than a lot of other MCU films. And I mean, Doctor Strange at 1 star, yeah, that's a little low. For me, MCU films are almost always just like 2 to 2.5 stars. Like most MCU films are just 5 out of 10s. And I think Doctor Strange maybe drops down a little bit because they kind of just do Iron Man again. And it's not that interesting. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for Robbie. I hope you got your money's worth. I'm sorry for calling you a neo-Nazi. Mid-CU. Yes, Anna. Yes. That's why we keep you around. For all those sick burns. Also, shout out to Brianna, who became a member of the channel. Thank you so much. You get nothing with that membership except the privilege of using all kinds of great custom emojis, which I'm sure Eli will now demonstrate for you. There's 5 of them. There's a Lupita Nyong'o one. There's a Tombstone one. There's a Portrait of a Lady on Fire one. There's a couple of others, a 2001 A Space Odyssey one, and then another one. But yeah, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And if you too want to subscribe to the become a member of Cinemateq, then please feel free to do so. And you can use those real cool emojis, just like everyone else. How do I get my TJ merch? There is none yet. Hey, Catman, you're also joining and became a member. Hell yeah. More emojis. More emojis in the chat from now on. Nothing but emojis. I don't want to see words. I don't want to have to read your responses. I only want to be able to gauge how you guys are feeling at any given point in time by how many Kurt Russell emojis you're spamming in chat. That to me is the pinnacle of being a live streamer. I just want to be able to look at the chat, see what kind of emojis are there, and I can just know how y'all are feeling. Look at this. Look at this awesomeness. Apparently Dory is not very impressed with me right now because he's using a whole bunch of the Portrait of a Lady on Fire emojis, which I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that. Also, how these things look right here is kind of hilarious. Just tombstone, 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 tombstone. Hilarious, hilarious. And apparently Catman is both angry and afraid right now. I don't know why, but I guess you kind of are. All right, let's see here. Oh, are you afraid? Maybe because Catman69 on Letterboxd, your roasting is the next one on deck. Or not on deck, you're next up, which I guess does mean on deck. I do watch baseball. I should know what these terms mean. All right, so let me get into the old roasting mood. Because you guys, when you subscribe to the channel, you know, it makes me happy. Makes me happy. And so it becomes harder to roast people. But don't worry, I'll get there. I have a lot of internalized rage, so I'll just tap into some of it. Okay. Interesting. I'm doing a little bit of pre-looking here to see what's up. I just thought of an interesting one. I just thought of an interesting one to go with this. All right. I'm going to say right now in advance, Catman69. Nice. That everything I'm going to say is all in good fun. Okay. Hold on. I can't be laughing. I need people to assume that I'm actually angry. It makes the illusion, Michael. It makes the illusion more palatable. I don't know. Wait, Thiago injury, Joe Gomez starting, CB get angry. Son of a bitch! For those of you who don't know, that was a Liverpool thing. Liverpool Football Club. Anyways, here we have Catman69. Nice. But you know what's not nice? The fact that you have Lars and the Real Girl in your top 4. What, did you order a real doll at home because you can't have sex with women? And so you thought this would be a great instructional video as to how you can actually seduce the plastic abomination that you have on your couch right now? Good job, man. Good job. Leading on from that, you also have The Lighthouse here, a movie about how two guys should probably just have sex with each other instead of tormenting each other on a goddamn remote island, and then maybe someone fucks a mermaid? I'm feeling like there's a little bit of sexual frustration going on there. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we move on to Fight Club, the movie that every single film bro who has ever existed desperately misunderstands. I was actually in high school when this movie came out, and I can tell you that literal fight clubs were started in the gym bathrooms. And so because of that, you, to me, are all of those people in high school who are like, hey, you know this extremely anti-capitalist film that's all about leveling the playing field and destroying credit card debt? Why don't we start fighting each other while we're naked in the showers? Wonderful, wonderful film. Great for the culture. Good job. And then the first Spider-Man's an alright film. Whew. Did anyone else just get a little bit horny? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. All right. Let's tone it back a little bit. I mean, after I say all that, especially the thing about Fight Club, at least you had the decency to give Joker 3.5 stars. My God. All right. I'm going to tell you a wish of mine. Catman69. Nice. If Joker had replaced Spider-Man in your top 4, I would still be going. The roast would still, the flames would be creeping up. You would probably be able to feel heat from the other side of this. You know, sometimes maybe you got a laptop on your lap. That's where the name comes from, after all. And I think at that point, if Joker wasn't your top 4, you probably feel the heat of that laptop on your lap, and it would start increasing. It would start increasing a bit. And then a little bit more and a little bit more. And then you look down and realize, oh my God, does my laptop not have very good cooling? Or is TJ roasting me so hard that this whole thing is about to burst into flames? That probably would have happened if you had Joker at 5 stars in your favorite films. But it didn't. Thankfully, it didn't. Also, thank you to Brent for calling me a true artist. And Catman liked it. Good. I'm glad you liked the roast. I probably shouldn't relate to this movie as much as I do. Why? Because you're an anarchist? Is that why? Because you're an anarchist? Because that film's about anarchy. Are you an anarchist? I bet you're not. So when I see I probably shouldn't relate to this movie as much as I do, I kind of just get the feeling that you want to beat the shit out of people and have it be okay. All right, I should move on. Yo, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves 4.5 stars. Man, you're wrong, but you're wrong in the best possible way. Halloween Ends as a 0. Let's be real with each other. Puss in Boots Last Wish at 4.5. Nice. What else we got going on here? Quantum Mania at 2.5 is way too high. My God, that movie is horrendously bad. I actually wonder, what are your lower ones? What is on the low end? Lowest first. Fan 4 Stick. Okay. Original Justice League. Okay. Ooh, wait, is that new? Oh no, that's Dream Child Nightmare on Elm Street. I was gonna say someone else in the chat's gonna fight you on this because they really love New Nightmare, but that's not New Nightmare. Yo, Max Steel. Fuck. Thing about me that no one knows, I used to kind of almost run the YouTube channel for Max Steel. Oh, and I neglected it. Also, 1 star for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. No, it deserves more than that. It is a hidden classic, and I will always say that. I don't know if I like. Honestly, I don't know if I like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 because I was watching like all of the Halloween films for a video, and I just desperately wanted something a little bit different, and it was a lot different. Or if it's actually a good movie, and it just sort of like reminds me a lot of the kind of camera aesthetics that shows like Friday Night Lights back in the 2000s would use. Or I guess the 2010s? No, late 2000s. Friday Night Lights was late 2000s. But I don't know. Also, Alien Resurrection. I know... Wait, is the internet not working? Uh-oh. Do I need to do the thing where I close down like all of this stuff and reopen it? Chat's not even working for me, is it? Oh my god, why does this fucking happen? Yeah, Chrome's frozen for me. Oh, and it's back. Whoo! Whoo! Hey, Junk's here. What's up, Junk? So yeah, the one thing I'll say about Alien Resurrection, giving that a 1 star, I really admire the production design in this film. Like, I truly admire the production design in this film. And I think that if you go back and rewatch it and just admire it on that level, there's a lot of cool stuff that you will start to notice in this. Look at the set design, look at the prop design. The creature design is like meh, and of course the CGI aliens, especially the swimming one, like they look like shit. You know, it was 1997. They shouldn't have been using CGI in the first place. Also, Jackson Lang coming in with $9.99. Hell yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna roast you good in just a second. But I think if you actually look at the production design in this film, as I said, there's a lot of cool shit there. It's very sweaty. It's also a very sweaty film. And it's got this guy in it, who is also in, like, he was kind of like the dude you put in action films for like a solid 3 years. He was in The Substitute, I think, with Tom Berenger. He was in The Rock. He's been in some other stuff too, but I always kind of like it when this dude shows up. What is his name? Crew. It's not Dominic. I don't think is it him? No. Who is it? Ron Perlman? No. Gary Dourdan? No. Michael Wincott? No. Daniel Hedaya? No. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah, that guy. J.E. Freeman? No. Oh, I forgot Brad Dourif's in this movie. Yeah, it's automatically good. Tuco. Shit. Tuco from which movie? Private Vincent. Yeah, this dude. So he was in Training Day, Resurrection, The Rock. He was in Under Siege. He was in Clear and Present Danger. Like, oh, in Breaking Bad. Yeah. But you can see here what I'm talking about, right? Like, he was just in action movies for a solid 5 years. I think Training Day is maybe the furthest one back, but like 1997 for Alien Resurrection, 1996 for The Rock. Under Siege was 1992. Clear and Present Danger, 1994. I didn't know he was in The Curse of La Llorona. That's kind of cool. Broken Arrow, 1996. Bound by Honor, 1993. Collateral Damage, that's a bit later, 2002. But like Out for Justice, 1991. From Dusk Till Dawn 2, 1999. The Substitute, 1996. Like, this guy experienced a moment in the 1990s. And usually when he shows up in an action film, it's a good indicator that it's going to be like a decent action film. Man, okay, lots of people just doing like Breaking Bad stuff in the chat now, which I think is great for you guys. Good for you. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for Catman. I hope that was at your satisfaction. Oh, wait, is that Halloween H2O? No, Resurrection. Okay, yeah, no, that is the correct rating for Resurrection. That full star is for Busta Rhymes roundhouse kicking Michael Myers in the face. So I appreciate that. Yo, Prometheus at 1.5 stars? Look at you trying to impress me. Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. Opinion on Sopranos. I haven't actually watched it. I had an old job. Here's some more soy boy lore for you, as Brianna called it. I used to work at a company, which I won't name, but it was a company that was an intermediary between distributors and distribution platforms. So, you know, the people who would basically, like, people would if they wanted their movie to go on Netflix, producers would send their movie to the company I worked for, and then we would get it all in order and then send it into Netflix on their behalf, do quality control, things like that. And one of our clients was HBO. And so the thing that we were doing for them was basically going through their entire back catalog and reorganizing it for it, because they hadn't properly archived it for years and years and years. And so one of the things that we had to do was watch The Sopranos, but in all of the different dubbed languages that it had been dubbed into. So, like, I have never seen an episode of The Sopranos in English, but I have seen episodes of The Sopranos in Italian, ironically enough, in Czech, in Hindu, I think, and maybe a couple of others. And so, like, I know certain things that happen in The Sopranos, but I only know them because someone is saying something in like Czech or Italian or Hindu. And it's a very weird way to experience a show that you've never seen before, but is part of that cultural zeitgeist. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Speaking of weird, hold on. I just got to look at. Mr. Jackson Lang. I looked at your profile yesterday because I think you followed me the other day. And for anyone. Sorry. Hindu is a religion. Hindi is a language. I apologize. I'm a stupid white guy. I'm sorry. But yeah, for those of you who know, if you follow me on Letterboxd, I always check out your profiles. And so, yeah, Jackson, I know that you followed me recently, and then I did see this because I remember seeing your top 4. This is going to be an interesting one to roast, actually. I'm gonna, Oh, that's an interesting thing to say out loud. Okay. Oh, I think you were the one who commented like, "Yo, look at my top 30 favorite films as well," right? Yeah. So this is interesting. I think I know the angle on this I'm gonna have to take. I think I know what I'm gonna have to do here. I'm not gonna enjoy this, but I'm gonna make it seem like I am enjoying it for your enjoyment. Let's see if the true artist, known as TJ roasting people for their film opinions, even though I have bad ones myself, can come out. Hold on. So that's, yeah. Wait, is that? Oh, no. I understand. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to go for it. Honestly, the best bit of television ever? What? Anyway, okay. I'm into it. All right, let's go. So here we have the profile of Leland Palmer Stan. And for those of you who don't know, Leland Palmer is the murderer in Twin Peaks. So already we've got a really normal, cool human standing in here saying, hey, guess what? I killed my teenage daughter and maybe had sex with her. And that's the person I'm going to mold my entire fucking life around. Great. Awesome. Now, I will give you some credit. The fact that you decided to include the lead singer of Blondie with a shirt saying, I killed Laura Palmer, although for some reason this looks photoshopped, even though I know that it's not, and I don't understand. Also, didn't Blondie perform in Twin Peaks Season 3? That doesn't matter at all, because we have to talk about what's in your top 4. The End of Evangelion, Out One, Inland Empire, and Jean Delmont. And I have to ask you, Mr. Leland Palmer Stan, after you murdered your daughter and maybe had sex with her, did you have a bit of an existential crisis? Because that's what these favorite films say to me. I do not look at these films and think to myself, wow, what a well-adjusted person you must be. The only thing that I can come close to complimenting here is the fact that you have Jean Delmont. There is every possibility. I lost it. Going into this, there was every possibility that you were one of those stupid-ass film bros who just hated Jean Delmont because it had the audacity of being rated the best film of all time in the Sight and Sound Top 100. But this at least says to me, hey, I'm okay. Except I still don't think that you are okay, because then you have David Lynch's Inland Empire, which is one of the most mind-fuckiest films of all time. And then you have The End of Evangelion, a film that was only made because the last 2 episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion are fucking nonsensical, philosophical ridiculousness. If I ever had the option of watching Ghost in the Shell 2 or the last 2 episodes of Evangelion again, I would choose the third option of having a drill be put through my fucking skull. And I've never seen Out One, so I can't say anything about it. Wait, what is it about? It's a 13-hour-long film? No way. While 2 theater groups rehearse plays by Achilles, 2 solitary individuals wander the Parisian streets hustling the populace for cash. That's a 13-hour movie? Was it shot in real time? Is this Proto 24 featuring Kiefer Sutherland kind of shit? Oh my god. Does someone's daughter get hunted by a panther or a cougar or something to fill time? Holy Jesus. I mean, it's got a 4.1 though. That's pretty high. Film school bro. Honestly, honestly, I see where you're coming from, Miriam, but this is not film school bro type stuff. Film bros, especially people who are going to film school, they're gonna have like 12 Angry Men in their top four. People who are like film bros and go to film school, they are not going to fuck with Inland Empire. They just won't. They'll be the type of person who like sits down and talks to a woman on a date and say like, you know what, I shouldn't say woman on a date. They're going to sit down and talk with whoever they're on a date with, because film bros can be all people, all genders. They're going to say, you know what? I really love David Lynch. He's my favorite filmmaker. My favorite film of his is Mulholland Drive, and I just really don't like Inland Empire. I never really got it. By the way, my name is Sebastian. Yeah. This does not scream film bro film school to me. Like, especially this, like that. This is so much of a deep cut. They can't just be like a film school film bro person. Like, you got to go way deeper than just the shit they teach you in film school to see something like a 13-hour film about Parisian kids trying to hustle other people for cash. You know. I mean, I'm going to school studying film, and I've never seen 12 Angry Men. Okay, but like a lot of people do. I guess it's a common thing that I always bring up when I'm looking at people's and commenting on their Letterboxd profiles. If you have 12 Angry Men in your top four, you're definitely in film school. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that you're in film school. I swear on my entire credibility, this is actually good. Interesting. Wait, these are your pin reviews. Okay. You also watch like a fair amount of anime, which we haven't really seen yet for anyone. Also, yeah, go watch 12 Angry Men. It's like really cool. Iranian film school, is this artsy fartsy? Canadian film school is not. Like, Brianna, we've already outed the fact that we went to university together. Can you imagine anyone in our graduating class, like at the end of going to university, like having a top four that included these films? I don't know if End of Evangelion would have been out at that time. Oh, it definitely was. Yeah. Could anyone that we went to school with have this as a top four? I don't think so. Certainly not me. I would have been all about like the conformist and shit. Anyways. I mean, that was going to be the one exception I was going to bring up. But I don't think he was into this stuff. I think he just had a lot of opinions. But I don't think he was necessarily into this kind of stuff. Although I didn't know him well, so there's that. All right, let's see what Mr. I killed my daughter and maybe had sex with her has as their highest and lowest. Let's play this game. Yo, half star for Elvis. I don't agree, but you're not wrong. I just said that because he said that some movie cannibalized the film noir genre. I mean, he probably said it about Blade Runner because it did. It's also a weird way to use the term cannibalized, right? Because, like, if you cannibalize something, then the original thing that you cannibalized doesn't really exist anymore. Anyways, Despicable Me 2 is perfect. Is this here? Get out of here. I've never seen, the only Illumination film that I've seen is Super Mario Bros. I despise Elvis with a Burning Passion. What was it? What was it about it that you despise so much? Was it like the performance of Austin Butler, like the fact that Tom Hanks was ridiculous, the fact that they didn't really go very deep into the fact that Elvis's wife, when they met, they were like children, or she was a child, and that Elvis is kind of a pedophile a little bit? I'm sorry, Cinephile Central. I don't know where you are in the queue, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get to you next time. I don't know. If you want to tell me what your profile thing is, I can skip you and then come back. I can try to do that. I can try to remember. Why does this person keep watching MCU films if they clearly hate them? I don't know. Maybe they have friends. And they just go to movies with their friends, you know? If all of my friends wanted to go see a shitty movie, I'd still go see it. I did that with Renfield just the other day. Bro hates fun? I don't think that's true. Let's go to he does have Inland Empire in his top four. I don't have children. You know I don't have children. Let's see if they really do hate fun by looking at some of their most high-rated things. And remember, this person is in chat right now. So, I mean, look, funny games, right? It's got fun right in the name. So clearly this person loves having fun. How could you not have fun watching a film like Funny Games? I've seen the remake, so I know what's up. Who is this person? Someone who I'm glad is actually in this community, because it seems like they have a fairly good balance of watching, like, basically Criterion stuff. Like, I'm really fighting the urge to call you a basic Criterion bitch. I'm really fighting that urge. But I like how you sort of balance the Criterionness of this entire, like, 4.5 star, 5-star thing with a bunch of anime. I kind of like how you're able to put those two things on the same pedestal. Do I think that, like, Perfect Blue as a 4.5-star film is as good or as important as, like, Jean-Luc Godard's Weekend or Eyes Wide Shut? No, but I still really love Perfect Blue. So yeah, I'm not gonna be too mad about it. We also got Paris, Texas here, which is a laugh riot. Yeah, clearly this person's having fun. Clearly they're having a lot of fun. Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. My Twin Peaks tattoo just gave me a little bit of a tickle. The anime is genuinely as good. Yeah. No, like, I'm not going to argue with it. Some of this anime I haven't seen. Is that Fantastic Planet? No. On the Silver Globe. What is this? What is this? This is like, what is it? This is giving me Guillermo del Toro vibes. The hell? Andrzej Zawalski. Oh, the guy who directed Possession? Wait, what is this? A small group of cosmic explorers leave Earth to find freedom and start a new civilization? Watch list. Holy hell. What the hell? What is this? Yo, I know what I'm going to try to illegally pirate later. Hell yeah. What else is going on here? Ghost in the Shell, the original, nice. On Silver Globe is crazy. Yeah, I could tell. There's no way that I would look at that film. Where did it go? There's no way that I would look at this image and this poster and think to myself, you know what? This is probably a very normal film. This is probably very similar to Paul Blart Mall Cop or Funny People, that movie with David Spade. It's probably very much like a David Spade film. Not on your life. Is Paprika on there? I didn't see it. Although I gotta imagine this person, like, fucks with Satoshi Kon. Was it? Okay, I see Millennium Actress, so yeah, Satoshi Kon is probably here. God, yeah. I feel like I could go through this and probably find some good new films to see. Oh, I see you've got Possession here at 4.5 as well. Nice. This is what I mean. I don't always want to insult people, because I think there are a couple of you who actually have good taste. See that? I just burnt all of chat. Well, most of chat. No one is safe from the burn. It's because I'm a ginger. I have a fiery personality. What else we got going on here? Kind of like that you gave Seventh Seal only 4 stars. I kind of like that. I do think it's a bit of an overrated Bergman film. I'm just going to throw that out there. I am a spicy boy. That's true. Brazil 3.5. Yeah, that's low. Also, Alphaville. You know what? I think 7 out of 10 for Alphaville is actually kind of fair. Good taste, not fun taste. I can accept that. Yo, Jacques Tati, is this? Oh, it's Traffic. I haven't seen Traffic. I've only seen Playtime and a couple of other films. But yeah, I mean, certainly, basic ass Criterion vibes here. Like, just off the top of my head, if I were to go through some of this stuff and just point out, like, stuff that's in the Criterion collection to see if I can. Wait, what is that? What is this one? Celine and Julie Go Boating. I don't think that is. Jean Delmont. It's on the Criterion channel. Inland Empire is Criterion collection. Crash is Criterion collection. Weekend is. Irreversible probably should be one day. Fire Walk with Me is Criterion. Paris, Texas is. I think they've done Funny Games on Criterion. Eraserhead is. Color of Pomegranates is. In the Mood for Love is. Lost Highway just got released. Happy Together is part of the Wong Kar-wai box set. Umbrellas of Cherbourg definitely is. Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie. Solaris. Fallen Angels. Mishima. Konosuke, however it's pronounced. I have no idea. What's this one? Blade Runner should be. Anything else? Persona definitely is. House is. Mirror is. 2046 is. Yeah, there's a lot of Criterion stuff here. A lot of Criterion. French Dispatch is high for this list. Wait, where's French Dispatch? Because that shouldn't be on this list anywhere. Like this high? No, no, no. French Dispatch is not a good movie. Yeah, I don't. Oh, wait, Stalker. I missed that one. Yeah, that Stalker's definitely in the Criterion Collection too. I don't see it, but that's okay because do we have someone else who paid for a roast? No. Okay, Jackson was the last one. Cool. TJ, have you seen House yet? Nope. Japanese House? No, I have not. I tried to watch the American one, and I fell asleep. House is amazing. Yeah, I know. I've heard it's real good. These are history of cinema films. Yeah. There's certainly, especially things like The Color of Pomegranates. I think you only really know about or find out about that film if you check out like the Sight and Sound Top 100, because at one point in time that film was listed in the 80s, I think, the 70s or 80s. But yeah. Oh, check your top 30 list. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Because you did pay like $10. So I'm not above being ordered around by someone. I'm such a good little capitalist pig. Feed me dollars and you can do, and I'll do whatever you want. Although your top 30 is just going to be the same as what we just looked at, right? Okay, let's see if we can find some things to talk shit about here. What the hell is Angel's Egg? Oh, it's an Oshii film. Oh, damn. For those of you who don't know, this is the person who directed Pat Labor and Ghost in the Shell. So immediately this makes me curious about this film. Oh, wait, I didn't watch it, but I'm going to watch list it. A mysterious young girl wanders a desolate, otherworldly landscape carrying a large egg? Why? Why would someone do that? It's like the Book of Eli, but there's no religion, which probably makes it a better film. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm not showing you guys this. Here we go. Where am I on the list? I don't know. What's your... What was... If your thing is just Cinephile Central, you're not anywhere that's coming up today. Unless you... My account is Leo Cravel. It's not on today's one, so... Sorry, man. It's not going to be today. You can go in peace. All right, what else we got here? Weekend. I mean, man, Irreversible in a top 30 is... You know, if I wanted to roast it, I'd be like, hey, why do you enjoy watching rape so much? Don't do that. Don't watch rape movies. But yeah, that's like a horrendously difficult film to watch. I'm not going to say it's bad. Like, it's a really good film, but I just can't imagine putting it into a top 30. Is it like the parenting class in high school, maybe, where you had to carry around an egg? Oh, interesting. Maybe. I do like how you have, like, these two films by the same director back to back. You know what? Have you, just looking at this, I know, I maybe alluded to earlier, or maybe on a past live stream, that I would try to give you guys recommendations for films to watch, and I haven't been doing that at all today, and I'm so sorry. But since you paid for it, Mr. Jackson Lang, have you seen a film called, I think it's Death by Hanging? It's a Japanese film that I think you might... Yeah. It's an Oshima film. If you haven't seen this, go for it. Please watch it. And this includes everyone. Like, I feel like Jackson will be a little bit maybe more into this, because it's a bit of a strange, weird one. It does some really interesting things with set design as it progresses. And the overall like premise of the film is like very odd. I think if I just tell you the premise, I don't think it spoils anything, but plug your ears if you don't want to know what it is. So in this film, essentially a man does something that they're not supposed to, and they get convicted in Japan of like a capital crime or whatever, and so they're sentenced to death. And so they're sentenced to be hung by the neck until dead. And so they try to hang this guy, and he either doesn't die from the hanging, or is hanged, dies, and then comes back to life. And so then the rest of the film is them trying to get him to like properly confess to his crimes. It's super wild. So I would suggest anyone watch this. And yes, if you pay right, yeah, Cinephile Central. If you throw in a chat donation, I'll roast you. I'll roast you right now. I'll give you a good one. Yeah, that's how this all works. But yeah, good lists all around, Jackson. Good lists. Good lists. Will I be roasting you tonight? Estiavo, what is your profile like? What is your like? If your Letterboxd profile is just your name, you're not on the list for tonight or for today. And I should say I'm only gonna be sticking around. How much to get roasted? Just any donation by super chat will get you to jump the queue. But first, before that happens, I'm gonna move on to the next one, and we're gonna roast someone called Moon Knight 101. And I was very, very close to coming after you real hard for having the audacity of putting some Disney Plus piece of shit as your whole name. But then your bio, I see, says Moon Knight 101, don't watch the show. Cool. Also, you look pretty cool right here. I know this isn't you, but it's a cool image nonetheless. But then we get down into your favorite films, and oh my god, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Are you trying to give me flashbacks of high school, of just these endless fucking idiots who always sat by themselves and did nothing but play Magic the Gathering and quote Monty Python and the Holy Grail all fucking day? Do you know how many times I had to hear those like non-showering assholes fucking say something about farting in someone's general direction after throwing down some kind of little magical card? Magic the Gathering's great. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying bad things about it. But like, god damn it. Why do you gotta bring up these terrible memories inside of me? I hope it's okay. I hope you're better now. Also, you know, just with having a Quentin Tarantino film in your top 4, especially this Quentin Tarantino film in the top 4, I guess I just have to ask the question, why do you love watching white people say the N-word so much? Is there a reason? I know that in this film, white people say the N-word way better than what they say in Pulp Fiction, even maybe Jackie Brown. But like, why? Why do you like it so much? Once again, this is a roast. It's all in good fun. I'm not suggesting you're a racist, even though I know that's what I just did. And then you have Hot Fuzz here, which is great. And what is this? Fireworks. Have I seen this? Oh, this is where your profile picture comes from. Takeshi Kitano. Hey, that's Takeshi Kitano right there, right? Beat Takeshi. I've seen some of his movies. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about this one. So I don't even know if this person's in the chat right now. I commented quite early on, shouldn't I be on the list? You don't get on the list for being in chat. You get on the list by commenting on the Letterboxd list that's linked in the description box below. And there's a possibility that if you commented really early on that list that I've already roasted you. So you just need to go back and watch some of the other live streams. But yeah, okay, if you did that early, like if you did that early today, you're still in a list that's like 30 or 40 people long, and I only get through about, you know, maybe 8 to 10 of these a night. So yeah, sorry everyone who doesn't get this done immediately. It will happen eventually. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, apologies to the people who are like being made to wait, but that's just kind of how it is. And also with the people jumping the line, it also gums up the works a little bit. But I also love all of those people dearly because they're helping support the channel, which is great. I mean, everyone is helping to support the channel. And you're all awesome people. Yeah, I don't know what else, but yeah, I don't know what else to do with this one. Moon Knight, highest rate. What do we got here? Some anime again. Where am I in the queue? Josephine, you are 4 away right now after this one. So don't expect to get in today's, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do speed round. Do a bit of a speed round. But I also want people to like feel the full the full burn. You know, I don't want to shortchange people on the burn that they get. Wait, what the hell is Stretch, and why is it a 5-star film? What? What is this? Who is this director? Okay. I mean, Narc is a good movie. Yeah, yeah. That is definitely Patrick Wilson. And that guy from The Office, I think. And also apparently Chris Pine and Jessica Alba are in this film from 2014. James, I don't know how far away you are. If that's your thing, then no. Like if your YouTube name is the same as your Letterboxd name, then you're not even in the queue for today. Yeah, that was weird. Hold on a second. Terrifier 2 5 stars? Come on. Come on. What are you thinking? I mean, I haven't seen it, but I've heard not great things about it. A lot of people who we've been reviewing profiles for have had Terrifier 2 at a very low number, and it looks like it's rated a 3 out of 10 or 3 out of 5. That's higher than I expected it to be. Maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe Terrifier 2 is worthy of a 5-star. I kind of doubt it though. Dirtbag by Karsten Runquist. Wait. YouTuber Karsten Runquist? No way. I didn't think he actually made movies. God damn. Maybe on one of these live streams I'll show you guys all the movies I made in film school, and I will roast myself. Let me know in chat if you want to see that. Like this live stream if you want to see that. The King Karsten. Yeah, that's a short film. God, I had no idea he made a short film. Good for him. Good for him. Oh, Velocipaster 5 stars. What? No way. A man of the claw. If you've seen Liar Liar, you know that reference. Jesus Christ. Velocipaster at a 5. Wow, man. Also, I think it's kind of weird giving all 3 of the Evil Dead movies the same ranking of like 5 stars. I think there's clearly a best one. And I think the ratings should reflect that. I really do think they should reflect that. What we got going on over here? Zoolander number 2 at half star. Oh, The Spirit half star. I like where this is going for so far. Yeah. You know, I haven't really mentioned this a lot, but like, what's up with everyone just only watching American films? Like, come on now. Watch some other stuff. Watch bad movies from other parts of the world. They do exist. Yo, what is this? What is this? This is a hate crime. Batman Forever and Constantine, both at a 1 star? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Batman Forever, just for Jim Carrey's performance, 2.5 stars. Constantine, for a whole bunch of reasons, is like probably a 3-star movie. So yeah. Guys, I don't know when you're getting roasted. If you're going to ask that question, tell me what your Letterboxd name is. I'm not some kind of internet psychic. I'm not a net runner. I'm not from Cyberpunk 2077. And then, yeah. I think this is basically... Wait, Where the Wild Things Are is only a half star? What? Actually, yeah, they had Brave as a half star, too. Wait a second. You had Batman and Robin at a 1 star and also Batman Forever at a 1 star? I don't know. And also, I will say, for the Batman movies, and it's the same kind of thing that I just said about Alien Resurrection, the production design on these 90s Batman films, even the ones where Tim Burton wasn't directing, are still pretty cool. And yeah, I think maybe just looking at some of these animated films, as Miriam is pointing out here, like Wreck-It Ralph, Brave. Well, I mean, I'm not going to defend Cars 2, nor am I going to defend Sherlock Gnomes, but it does seem like there is some Pixar hate going on here. Kung Fu Panda 2, pretty low. BFG, pretty low. Thanks for the stream, TJ. Dope as always. Thank you so much for hanging out again, Paul. Always appreciate it. Yeah, I'm always, like, honestly, I'm just kind of surprised. This is all I'm going to do for Mr. Moon Knight. But I'm honestly kind of surprised that these, like, roast live streams are, like, just... They're so much better than any of the other live streams I do, just based on people watching and actually participating. It's wild that like so many people are interested in me talking shit about random strangers on the internet and actually paying for the privilege of being roasted sooner. It's a very weird thing for me. But also one that I think is pretty great. Pretty awesome. Bane wasn't cool in Batman and Robin. I know. The production design, though. That's costume design. That's not production design. Jennifer Lee saved that film, but it's a long story. But Mr. Freeze was chill. He was very chill. Was he Joe chill? No. Everybody loves a petty redhead. Oh, man. Should I put that in, like, my social bios from now on? Just petty redhead? People love TJ Dominatrix. Been a very bad boy. And now you're going to pay for it. We're all just lonely folks wanting to be seen, even if it's through being roasted. Pratik, why did you have to make me feel sad about this? I was having so much fun talking shit about people, and now you're making me think sad thoughts. I don't want to do that. Okay, so next person up. Do I want to roast this person? Because I've already kind of... Do I want to roast this person? Do I want to do this one? Oh, kind of. But also, there's just not a lot here. What about this person? This is the thing. I get... Okay. I mean, this one I should do because it would be funny. But no, I'm doing these in order. I'm not going to skip over them. So let's see if we can get... Oh, by the way, someone asked previously what my thoughts were on the WWE UFC coming together. WWE is going to be terrible. And it was always bad. So I'm not going to be watching WWE anymore. Basically, fuck every single person involved in that business, except for the performers, who I'm sure there are some good performers there. But like Vince McMahon, fuck yourself. Dana White, fuck yourself. Guy who runs Endeavor, fuck yourself. Like, just get out of here. Goddamn assholes just exploiting people and making money off of it. I'm not about that life. Nor am I about this Ryan character, who's coming from a town that I haven't even heard of, which means it's stupid. Actually, where is this place? Where is Carlsill? Which, if I am reading that correct, just means it's the Isle of Carl? Town. I want to know where this is. I'm going to dox this person. Nicknamed the Great Border City. Where? In England? People from the UK. My God. Carlisle? Maybe. Who cares? It's got a population of probably nobody. Yeah, 75,000. What a terrible, terrible population to have for your shitty town that is the Isle of Carl. Now going back to your actual Letterboxd account, we got Junk coming in with the with the roast to help out. Edgy top 4, and it is a bit of an edgy top 4, right? I've already talked about Fight Club. I've already talked about how a bunch of people in my idiotic high school got together and started fighting each other naked in the bathrooms and in the showers after gym class because they saw Fight Club and got the absolute wrong thing out of it. But then what do we say about the rest of this top 4? It kind of just seems like with Fight Club, Prisoners, and Oldboy, there's like a straight line you can draw there. You really like seeing people yell and punch, right? Like that's it. That's the through line there. You just like watching people yell a lot and punch stuff. I can only imagine that's why you wanted to get roasted in the first place, because you enjoy seeing people like this guy yell and be upset and maybe have sex with their daughters, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have a daughter, and that's gross. But then you also just have Do the Right Thing here on the end, and it does give off film bro, film student vibes. I don't know. Why are people in the chat still arguing about the pronunciation of that town that this person lives in? It's surely not the most important thing that we could be talking about. How about the fact that this person gave Salad Fingers 3 stars? That's weird. Who here among us saw Salad Fingers and thought to themselves, you know what? That's an average movie. Or wait, is it even a movie? Isn't it like a fucking Newgrounds animation? This is a whole ass movie. 60 minutes long. Dude, no, why? Who would do this to themselves? A weirdly disturbing story which is better than Titanic also has a rust fetish. Hold on a second. Salad Fingers is better than Titanic? Is that the hottest take we've seen so far? Or is it just the dumbest take that we've seen so far? I have a feeling that this guy's got some absolutely horrendous things in here. Let's hold on. Let's look at the lows. Okay. Expendables half star, Emoji half star. Fine. We all know Expendables 2 is the best Expendables. We can move on from talking about it. Also, for some reason, decided to watch an Uwe Boll film, which is not a good look. I know that I myself have watched Uwe Boll films, and I've suffered for it. I feel bad about it, and now I think you probably should as well. Forget the fact that you gave it a 1 star correctly, but you know what? Just don't watch his movies. Who just said Robot is perfect? You mean iRobot? This Will Smith movie? The last movie that I did Solving Framed for? What else is going on here? You really seem to hate Spy Kids, which might actually be justified. I don't know. I don't watch movies for children anymore. Liar Liar at 2.5 stars is the worst take in this entire profile. That was Jim Carrey at his absolute height. Also, Four Lions, only 3 stars. This is a 4-star film at the least. The cultural context it was released into, the goddamn performances, so good. For those of you who haven't seen it, please go see Four Lions. It's pretty dope. Wait, this is the film I'm thinking it is, right? Yeah. Go see this movie. It's got Riz Ahmed in it. It's really cool. Definitely better than a 3-star movie, wherever the fuck this person gave it. Here she comes to wreck the day, Mr. Reed. Sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, Liar Liar is dope. Liar Liar is super great. This person might be young, Miriam, you're right. Although, I feel like a really young person wouldn't be messing around with Salad Fingers, you know? Salad Fingers is definitely like a my generation thing. Like, that came out right at the end of high school for me. What else is here? 3.5 stars for The Terminator. One of the most important and best sci-fi action films of the 80s. That's some bullshit. Predestination at 3.5 stars. That's also some bullshit. That's a 4-star movie. I mean, you're not that far off. I shouldn't be talking so much shit. What else we got here at the high end, though? Also, you haven't rated a lot of movies. Like, this is like less than 150. What am I supposed to roast here? Let's see. I'll pause here and just give context to what Hawk said about Four Lions, saying that it's a terrorist version of The Office. Yeah, he's like not wrong. I think Four Lions is actually directed by the guy who did the original Office in England, and I'm thinking of someone else. Okay, so if you've seen The Office, then Four Lions is like that, but it's true. It's about 4 people trying to like blow up stuff in London, England. But the format is like an episode of The Office. It's that same kind of style. Yeah, and Hawk, I agree with you. It definitely has that feeling to it. If you've ever seen a film like The Death of Stalin as well, like the guy who directed that's pretty much, hold on, I don't know his name. Yeah, Armando Iannucci. Like, this dude's films, Death of Stalin, The Thick of It. I think I watched that, but yeah, it has the vibe of like what this guy usually does. Anyways, we need to roast anything else or talk anything more about this profile. It's kind of boring a little bit. 4.5 stars for Creed. I don't know. I think that's a little bit too high. Blade Runner at 5 stars. All right, maybe they're not that bad. LA Confidential is a pretty sick movie too. All right. So this next one's going to be the last one. So I will say to those of you who are in the chat who I know who are here, Brent and Josie, you are going to be first next week. So if you want to see yourself get roasted, be here right at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or else you're going to miss it. But this is going to be the last one of the day. What am I going to say about this person? I mean, there's one thing. I've kind of already harped on it. Miriam, why are you saying your own name with a question mark? Did you forget your name? All right, all right. I mean, I guess I kind of know what I'm going to say about this. It's going to be typical stuff. We're ending off on a classic, you could say. If you want to get roasted, you gotta comment. You gotta comment on the list. All right, so let's take a look at the Letterboxd profile of Sephora, Sephora 064. And they decided that it would be a good idea to put the Shawshank Redemption as the number one film. And I guess maybe the best that they can do from, an intelligence standpoint is just copying whatever the IMDb top 250 happens to be saying that day, or in the case of Shawshank Redemption, for the last several years. And then, God damn it, I really just never want to see La La Land in a top 4 again. This just screams to me I'm 16 years old and I saw a film that had some pretty cool cinematography in it, and now I think it's the best film ever. Also, Ryan Gosling is hot. Also, Emma Stone is hot. And those are my only metrics for judging whether or not a film is good. La La Land is overrated, and I will always, always be thankful that Moonlight bodied it at the Oscars. Thank Satan for that. And then you've got Parasite, which is, a good movie. And then you've got Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is, a good movie. I prefer not to speak about Shawshank. Me? Shawshank is just one of those things where it's like the people who are not that interested in cinema fucking love Shawshank Redemption. It's like the normie pick for best film of all time. If you were to do a Sight and Sound top 100 list, but you pulled every single person on the fucking planet, well, the people in America at least, Shawshank Redemption would be the number one film. It's just this thing that gets played on cable TV all the fucking time, and everyone who's like sitting back, maybe there's no football on, they're in their old ass recliner, they're drinking a Bud Light or maybe something different because they're probably transphobic, and they're just like, hey, I'm gonna see what's on AMC, and then they kick back and watch the Shawshank Redemption for like the 60th fucking time. And I just hate seeing it in top 4s. But he also gave Babylon 4 stars, which is, not a bad thing to do. Let's see if he's got any other opinions. I have to make this quick because I gotta go watch wrestling. Jay White is fighting Commander tonight, and there's no fucking way that I'm missing that. All right, Sound of Metal 4 stars or 5 stars, good. Whiplash 4.5 stars. That really plays into you having Shawshank Redemption in your top 4. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's basic shit. Yo, Spencer for 4.5 stars. All right. And also After Yang 4.5 stars. You get a pass. You seems like you're okay with weirder stuff, so it's actually okay. And you've seen more films than the last person did, so that's good. What about here at the bottom end here? You haven't given anything a half star. Did you know that you can give something a half star? Also, shout out for watching Ice Merchants. Very good animated film. What else is going on here? Yo, She-Hulk, don't fucking rate TV shows. Just don't do it. Don't do it at all. What else we got? Girl on the Train, I Am Groot. Who the fuck watches that stuff? Like, guys, you have better things to do with your life than watch whatever drivel Disney Plus tries to feed you in order to keep you, like, somewhat entertained. Like, literally touch grass. Don't fucking watch stuff like I Am Groot. Don't have fun in your own way. Have fun in the ways that I deem acceptable. Okay? Maybe that's the best place to end it on. Because you guys should be having fun in the ways that I deem appropriate and not in the ways that you want to. Because I'm the boss around here. I am the daddy. I am the dominatrix. I am the petty redhead. And I hope you all accept me as such. Acknowledge me. That's the last time I'll make a WWE reference in my entire life. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another roasting live stream, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week on Wednesday. And keep an eye out on the channel, get subscribed, hit the notification bell, because occasionally I live stream and do different things on different days and at different times. So until then, I wish you a very good week, a very good weekend. I hope you watch some good-ass movies. I hope I can make fun of them later, and I will see you next time.